Good evening. My name is Megan. I'm a Boone County resident, PTA mom, a small business owner here in town. I have a lot of reasons to be standing up here and speaking out today, and I apologize if I get a little emotional, but this has been really hard. As a woman, as a taxpayer, as an outdoor enthusiast, and as a staunch advocate and ally and friend to folks in the LGBTQ community, I'm here. But today I'm going to focus on my role as wife of a federal employee and as the daughter of a federal employee, because that's the most pressing crisis in my life right now. I was raised in Idaho by two public employees, a public school teacher and then also a forester who worked for the Forest Service. His job was to go out into the woods with the logging companies and ensure that when they harvested timber that they left enough for future generations. And so he proudly did that day in and day out, taught me to value nature and taught me all about different trees. And it provided a great foundation for our life. Like we were steadily middle class. He worked hard. We had insurance. He's retired now and he's doing very well. I don't have to worry about him. He's been cared for. So when my husband, who's also in natural resources, was offered an opportunity to leave academia and come to Columbia to take a job at a federal agency here, we jumped at the opportunity this would provide for our family, provide the stability, all of those things, right? And you see where I'm going with this. But so we moved here, brought our two kids here, started up. I run a small business, as I mentioned earlier, so his income is our insurance, our healthcare, all of those things, our retirement, so that I can do my thing and chase kids around in the meantime. So that was all going pretty well up until, well, fall. Anyway, Project 2025 became on our radar, and we saw that his entire mission area was just going to be cut. So at that point, we had some really tough conversations with our kids and with our family and looking at the very real reality that this was not just his job he was going to be losing, but his entire career as a scientist and a natural resources person. As those jobs, those that are in charge of managing these public resources, they went to school for this, and those jobs are all coming to an end now. People say, go into the private sector. Well, guess what? There is no private sector for folks like my husband and his colleagues that are being cut. So very scary. There's not a lot of great options for our family. My kids are being impacted by this. I'm being impacted by this. And I just want to read a quote to you. If you haven't had the chance to read this or to see this, Russell Voigt, in a video clip, talks about, we want bureaucrats to be traumatically affected. When they wake up in the morning, we want them not to want to go to work because they're increasingly viewed as villains. We want their funding shut down. We want to put them in trauma. As a person who's dedicated my career to helping people heal from the effect of trauma, I cannot imagine a type of person who would want to inflict this on any other human being, let alone their families and their children. And it's happening to my kids just as much as it's happening to my husband and I. Just as a small glimpse of that, my kid came home, thought his dad was fired. We walked through the door, his dad was home early that day, and he was just panicked. At 14, did dad get fired today? My daughter is registering the stress, and she's having nightmares and panic attacks. My husband and I aren't sleeping. Nightmares. I keep dreaming I'm going to drive off a cliff in these really elaborate, horrible nightmares. So the stress is real, and it's having a very significant impact. I have a really hard time reconciling the type of people who would intentionally cause this level of harm to people. I just don't understand. So thank you for listening.